making it record.
Golden age of opportunity.
It's golden age of opportunity. So I got a nice little mini of Crown Royal. So dump that bad boy in there. Let's go to a double.
Double doubles.
Double doubles. Double down. What you got? Alberta Premium?
Alberta Premium.
Cool.
For the Alberta Agency.
So I like this. The Google trend for Canada right now is Calgary Flames at 100,000 searches. That's kind of, as you said, sad.
It's sad. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm going to ask you that question. What's this time period the golden age of, from the random question generator?
I think it's the golden age of opportunity, and I think right now humanity in general is just in it's a tipping point. It's an emergence. It's an opportunity to walk into something new and create whatever it is you want to create, because we've never been at a better time to be able to create content, to share your message, to build whatever business you want to build. I mean, take advantage of the government payments if you lost your job and create something. You know, I can't remember if we talked about it live on the video or not, but you know, a friend of mine who's a massage therapist couldn't work for 2 months, so he decided to create a course, right? And there's still tons of opportunity and tons of time that people just need to take advantage of. So that's what I feel like we're in the golden age of, is opportunity.
Perfect. One of the things, I'll put it out here too, because I know Gary Vee talked about it and we chatted briefly about it. I think I texted you. The land grab opportunity with Alexa and Google Home. So the thing that I mentioned to you yesterday, Google flashcards or Alexa flashcards. So it's a 1-minute briefing. So people, if they have Alexa, I don't have an Alexa, I don't have a Google Home, but maybe you buy an Alexa and I buy a Google Home, and we learn about it, because it's going to be a big thing. And so if we can position some of the content, and even as a business, position some of the content. So you imagine creating 365 daily marketing minutes, and then they subscribe to it on their Alexa and say, Alexa, tell me my briefs or my flashcards or whatever the term is. And that's what it's about, because there's an opportunity to land grab, because people are like, oh, I should have got on Instagram 10 years ago or 8 years ago, whenever Instagram came out. I should have built my business, and now it's just getting crowded and noisy. But if you can land grab that next opportunity, it's a pretty powerful thing that somebody could do.
Totally. No, absolutely. Well, and on that topic too, of what Instagram is today, like I just had a conversation with an interior designer today. I mean, they've got 3,000 followers on Instagram, so they're doing okay for a local business, but their highest liked post had less than 100 likes. Like, they're just not getting seen, and it's not their fault. They're actually posting regularly. They're doing a good job and getting half decent engagement out of it. Just people aren't seeing it because the algorithm works against them, and it's not their fault. It's just the way that it is. And that's where being able to taste things like that, right, with Alexa and Google Home, with LinkedIn, with TikTok, with whatever, right, being able to diversify the content to get it out on multiple platforms, so you can get in front of an audience the way that they want to consume your content, not the way that you want to put it out.
Yeah, no, great points. I'm actually trying something whenever one of us is talking, that I click from the gallery to the speaker view, but I don't know how it records things. So somebody might be watching this and it'll jump around. So I don't know. Guess we'll find out. It's funny. I always like to talk about the honesty and transparency thing quite a bit. And having that, and this is, why we're doing the OPM-TV. I guess this is like maybe our 4th ever one that we've done. We've done a few, but we never really posted them. But talking with the business beforehand, just hoard it in, just keep it for later. No, just got to document that shit out there. But I was talking about an e-commerce site for them, for their business. And their big question was, hey, how is it going to save me time? Because right now they're posting their all the products for sale on Facebook. They're not using Facebook Shop. They're just posting it and away they go. They're doing e-transfers. People got to it's almost like selling it on Kijiji. And so I actually went through and I showed them the back end of Duda on our site, and they're just like, wow, that seems so much more intuitive. And then I flipped over and like, let's walk you through Shopify. So I created a site called Tandu Rules and walked through Shopify and added a couple of their products, on
Is that
there.
straight out of Billy Madison?
Yeah,
Doing no
100%,
rules?
100%. Yeah. So we're gonna be driving along, Cliff Road and drive over a banana peel. We're gonna crash down. How do you feel about that, Ashley? Crashing over a banana peel. Billy Madison. You've watched the movie Billy Madison. Yeah, crashing over the edge. Time to rules. Anyways, squirrel.
Squirrel.
I like it. Maybe it's the whiskey. No, I squirrel regardless.
How's a squirrel?
Matilda?
Matilda? No.
Yeah. Rules. That's from.
What's Matilda? Okay.
You haven't seen Matilda?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. So yeah, whatever. So anyway, so I was showing the back end, and then we flipped over to Shopify, and we're walking through the back end, and I was getting so confused because he's like, yeah, we played around on the back end of Shopify. It was a little confusing. I'm like, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you client access to the site that the Evan Hoffman site that you have in there that we have. It just kind of sits there.
Just to play with, yeah.
Just to play with. I'm like, I'm like, I'll give you guys full access to that. Go in, play around, click through, change the theme, do whatever you want. It's not live. You can't publish it, but you can add anything that you want. Just go ahead and play with it. So, I guess you're on your phone. You have to turn the notification off. But play around with it on the back end side of things. And they're like, you do that? I'm like, yeah. It's like you can literally not mess that site up. If you delete it by accident, who cares? We'll just create another demo one for you to simply go in and see if that's something that you want to use. And they're like, wow, that's amazing. Like out of all the agencies we've talked to, there's the vibrate. You kind of went blurry there. That they're like, nobody ever goes through and shows us the back end side of things, and that's our big worry. I'm like, well, why wouldn't a person show you the back end side of things if you have that capability? So
yep. Well, let's do a video of it. Let's put it out.
I recorded it.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So everything's recorded. So it's every time that's actually, when you talk about COVID, and I don't know if you found this at all or not, but I actually have been, I kind of like the fact that we do everything on Zoom now.
Right.
And the reason being that we do everything on Zoom is because now I can record everything, and you have that capability. Plus, you can kind of work from wherever you see. I'm in trees and people walking by. You can sit wherever you have an internet connection, really, and there you go. So,
did I freeze?
You are frozen. At least you've frozen a smile.
That's a good
nice.
picture right there. That's sweet.
Yeah, your new profile picture or what? So take a picture of this one. You're back. I missed it.
Cameras.
Yeah, I missed it. So, but
that's annoying. See if I can fix the webcam here.
Oh yeah. Well, this is the thing is it's also for anybody who's still watching at this point, because it's our first one, and we might have like my mom and maybe your mom watch it. Actually, I don't even think my mom's on.
Get on a computer in order to do that.
If it's on YouTube and Instagram, my mom won't watch it. If it's on Facebook, man, she's all over that shit.
I see that she likes every one of our posts.
Yeah, and I don't even think she follows our page. So. He actually, the wasp is back. At least he didn't fly up my pants this time. So, but
progress.
But like even in the Gary Vee's Crushing It book, he was given an example of like the people that were posting this, and they're like, it was this older couple that were retired, and like, yeah, let's do dance lessons, but we're going to record it of us going through the journey of dance lessons. And they're like, yeah, the first two people that watch it are your kids. And that was it for like the first 4 months, and like it's that's part of it. So so 5 more minutes. Try to keep it under the 15-minute threshold. What would you say was the biggest thing that you learned this last week in the agency?
That just because someone can design a beautiful website doesn't mean they can set it up correctly.
Yeah, that's our lovely client who showed me they put an image in the top header. Yeah. Like what was wrong with the website?
So the client's website, and I mean, I can even do a video about it too, and we can put it out there, but basically the way it was designed, it's a beautiful looking website. I have nothing wrong with how it looks. It's fantastically designed, but in terms of optimizations in order to rank, it's terrible. And we can't, like the way they designed the header was with images instead of with text. So it's not even reading it as text. So in order to do like our actual heading tags on the home page, it has to be like the text that's down lower as our H1 tag, which is not ideal, but it'll work. It's fine. But the fact that we can't even add buttons to it, we can't add like a form fill to it because it just messes everything up in terms of that header. So either I redesign it or we just leave it and it is what it is. So it's unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. And then when I get into like the title tags, the meta descriptions, and the heading tags, like there is no heading tag, H1 heading tag on any page on the entire website. There are metas and just title tags for each page is all generic. Nothing's optimized. It's the title of the page and the business name, and that's it. There's
for somebody that's watching that doesn't know what I mean, I know what an H1 tag is, what a meta tag is, what would be an H1 tag, what would be a meta tag.
So your H1 is the main heading of your web page, about that specific page. And so it's labeled as H1 in the HTML coding so that Google or any other crawling bot of a website would know what that web page is about. It's letting those crawlers, those search domain, whatever, right? Google, Bing, Yahoo, it's letting them know what your web page is about. And the title tags, that's what you see when you search something. So if you were to search On Purpose Media, you're going to see what our title tag is for that specific page, right? And then once that page loads, it's what shows up if you just hover on the tab. So if you want to...
I'm going to share my screen. So,
okay, perfect.
Yeah, so, whoops, because I know what they are, but, so there we go. I searched On Purpose Media. So this right here would be...
Yes, that's your title tag.
Okay, and then that's your meta description for what people are...
And that's the meta description. Now the meta description actually has zero effect on your rankings. It's just something that will help with your click-through rate, which that will have to do with your rankings and impact your rankings, because the more that people go to your website, the more that Google's going to want to show your content and rank your content. So that's...
Now, would it be bad for ours because it's truncated, so we have the 3 dots here, so it means it's either just pulling it, or did we go over our characters there?
We're over our characters by about I think 3 or 4 letters, and so that's why it did that. But the way that it looks, and this is our homepage, so it's a branded search, right? Homepage is going to be ranking for On Purpose Media. When we're searching for, someone's searching for SEO Edmonton or digital marketing Edmonton or Calgary, we want those specific pages to show up, not necessarily our homepage. So
and then that is our H1 heading, in case anybody
Correct.
was wondering on that. So cool. Sorry, I just wanted to. Sometimes we talk in our lingo, and everybody's like, "What the fuck did you just say?"
Well, and for the people that are watching, one of the things that we're going to be doing is creating different templates that people can download and you can use, whether that's a checklist for building a website and like the things that you need to include on the website when you're building it, whether that's a marketing analysis. So you've currently already built a website, you've already got a business up and running, you've got your social media happening. Well, we're going to give you a template that you can use to audit your own marketing and see how you're doing. And there'll be videos with it teaching you how to do it, so you can do it for yourself, or you can get us to do it and we'll walk you through it. And then it's just implementing those changes to make sure that you're optimized to show up in search and to make sure that your marketing's showing up on social media and you're getting the most engagement that you can.
Love it. I know that's on my list of things to do as well for the social side. But hey, sometimes when you're starting out, those things might just take a back burner item because we've got other things like crushing an HVAC campaign.
Totally. How's that been going?
Phenomenally well. Actually, I learned quite a bit prior to launching that campaign, from one of the many courses that we take, we buy, we test, we try, sort of a thing, on that. And it's been phenomenally well. Their click-through rate is, their industry average click-through rate's about 0.9%, in and around there, and we're clipping along at like a 2.5-3% click-through rate on their Facebook ad. And then their form fills, it's pretty standard. They're about a 2% form fill, which is a pretty standard one on that. But obviously, when you get the higher click-through rate, you're going to get, even if the conversion rate is still the same, you're going to have more people clicking through. I mean, you're tripling the amount of people that click through, therefore you triple the amount of form fills. So I think, what did I look at the numbers today? 28 form submissions, not even including, and I think that also includes Facebook messages, but does not include any comments on the ad saying, hey, I want, can you quote this size of a house? And then we say, sent you a PM and then take it offline. But that's just because I thought I was doing something, as one of the masters had, that we learned from was like, hey, set your campaign up like this. And then the guy that I learned from used to work at Facebook, and he's like, no, never do that. Do it this way. And so just the whole campaign structure on the back end is so much more involving than just setting it. Like, if people boost their posts, they're fucked right off. They're dead in the water, because there's so much more that you can do on the back end. So you have, if you have a campaign, you have two different ad sets underneath the campaign, and one is retargeting people and one is your cold traffic. But then you have different ads that go out, there's more than one ad set. So you have your campaign. So one campaign would be like cold traffic, the other campaign would be retargeting, and then underneath each campaign you have 4 different brackets, where one you're targeting cold traffic, one you're looking lookalikes, website visitors, etc. And then you're testing different ads underneath, like a static ad, static image ad, a cinematographic ad, a full video ad, and all these different things. It completely changed my paradigm on how we used to do things, and we're still having pretty good results. But now it's just like, boom, through the stratosphere. I mean, like, over 30 requests for quotes in 2 weeks, week and a half, really.
Wow.
From, and it's just like rocket. I mean, maybe we got a little bit lucky because it was like 30 degrees in Calgary when we launched it, but
It helps.
that helps. I mean, sometimes you got to be good to be lucky, or do you got to be lucky to be good?
Well, and that's where taking the timing out of your marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you not want to be present in front of a potential client at the right time? You just don't know when the right time is.
Mm-hmm. And we pushed hard to launch it for that day. I kind of launched it with, normally we get full client approvals before we launch stuff, and I clicked launch that afternoon. I didn't wait for the response back, because I'm like, I gotta take advantage of the heat right now, because it's gonna get launched. It's gonna go out within an hour and gonna get live. And it was like a Tuesday at 3:00. I'm like, I gotta get this out. It's over 30 degrees today. It's just gonna blow up on them. And they were already getting a lot of things, and it just, boom, it went out. Luckily, by the time I got the email in the morning from them, like, yeah, we're good with everything. I'm like, sweet, I already launched it. So it was good.
Sweet, we got 5 leads already. Here you go.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And I don't care whether you like it or not. It's working.
Exactly. I don't even think I had the Facebook pixel set up the right way, because like the whole last 2 months I haven't been setting up the Facebook pixel the right way for tracking tracking the right conversions. And so now everything's set up the right way, because, well, you learn from one person, but it doesn't really make much sense. And then you learn from another person, you're like, oh, light bulb goes off on how to actually track it and get it done the right way. So it was a pretty good learning experience over the last couple of weeks, which is always good. So it just means we get better results. Well, my drink's empty. It's our goal of staying under 15 minutes is kind of out. We're at like 17, but hey, whatever. So cheers, bud.
Till next time.
Clink.
Cheers, dude.